start. Still people are joining. Meanwhile, see my screen. So once course is done, I will share all these documents. So this is completely 15 GB data and SCM theory plus practical documents. These are all theory plus practical documents over more than 800 pages. And SCM setup files, yeah, all together also I will share all these. This is SQL Server 2019 installation, ADK tools, and MECM version 2002. If any noise is there in your room or beside your rooms, please keep mute yourself. Please keep in mute. Please keep in mute. Somebody is talking. Yeah. Hi all. Good evening and thanks for joining all. Happy New Year 22. Able to hear me? I'm going to start the demo session.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you
we
all.
can hear you.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, and same to you. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Mute everybody. Okay. If disturbance is not there, you can unmute. This SCCM course, the SCCM in the sense, System Center Configuration Manager. Recently, Microsoft renamed this technology as MECM, Microsoft Endpoint Configuration Manager. If you see the job description, you can see MECM or Configuration Manager or Endpoint Configuration Manager or System Center Configuration Manager. System Center Configuration Manager, formerly it was released in 1993. The technology name was System Management Server, SMS. System Management Server. Still, some companies will, share the job description as SMS, System Management Server, or if you can see SCCM. And nowadays, you can see the JD as MECM, Microsoft Endpoint Configuration Manager. Evaluation of Microsoft Client Management. It was released in 1994. In 1994, Microsoft released Windows NT 4.0 server. NT means new technology. In the same year, Microsoft released the first time SMS, System Management Server. That means SCM server, means Microsoft Endpoint Configuration Manager version 1.0. 2.0 follows. In 2003, Microsoft released System Management Server 2003 R2. R means release. In 2003 year, Microsoft released Windows Server 2003. In the same year, Microsoft released SMS 2003 R2. 2007, Microsoft renamed the technology as SCCM. 2011, Microsoft introduced Intune. Many people knows about these technologies. Intune. Intune nowadays is also very popular. 2003, it was named as SMS. 2007, it is SCCM. Okay. 2012, Microsoft released SCCM 2012. 2007, 2012 SCCM, there are many differences. In 2007, there is no application method. In 2012, Microsoft introduced application deployment method. Both sections you can use, you can deploy software deployment. Software deployment means any software you can take like 7-zip, WinRAR, WinZip, MS Office, you can deploy to the end user systems from SCCM 2007 edition or from SCCM 2012 edition also. To deploy software, there are two types of methods. One is application method. Second one is package method. The application method is not available in 2007. It is available from 2012. What are the SCCM features? Operating system deployment. That means suppose if you want to deploy, you want to install operating system in your personal laptop, you have to use pen drive, DVD or pen drive, or CD. For a laptop, installation of Windows 10 OS or Windows 11 or Windows 10, Windows 7, it will take 40 minutes. Like that, if you want to do for 1000 systems, laptops or desktops, manually it will take months. After installation of OS, you have to install the drivers, then MS Office, 7-zip, Adobe Acrobat Reader, and your standard softwares like Visual Studio, .NET Framework 4.8, Visual Studio 2019, SQL Express. So operating system deployment, what you can do here, you can enable PXE, pre-execution environment in the SCCM server. To deploy operating system to the end user systems, we need to enable PXE client from the BIOS. And for this operating system deployment, the requirement is DHCP server. The DHCP server will release the IP address to the end user system. Then the end user system will connect to the site server, means SCM site server. In the SCM server, OS image will be there. OS image in the sense OS image is split into two parts, boot.vim file and install.vim file. The end user system will download the boot.vim file and it will download. It will install the boot.vim file. Boot.image, boot image nothing but somebody share the screen, please stop. Yeah. Okay. So client system will download the boot.vim file from the site server. Then second step is it will install the install.vim file. So OSD concept is Vim file, the WIM, Windows image file. Vim file are two parts. One is boot.vim file. Second one is install.vim file. Boot image nothing but it will boot the hardware. Second step, it will install the install.vim file. This operating system deployment you can do from WDS, Windows Deployment Services. The Windows Deployment Services introduced by Microsoft in Windows 2008 server onwards. Of course, earlier also OSD concept was there. The technology name was RIS, Remote Installation Service. RIS replaced as WDS. By using WDS, you can deploy operating system to the end user systems, laptops, desktops, over the network, not physical. Power management, you can control the power management by using wake on LAN. You have to enable wake on LAN in all the end user systems. You can power on the systems. You can shut down the systems. Remote control. So remote control port number is 3389. If you want to take remote of end user system, suppose you are the SCM admin, I am the end user. You pushed patching to my system, patching failed in my system. You want to troubleshoot, then you will go to your system run button, type the command mstsc, Microsoft Terminal Services Connection. You will type my system name. Okay. And you will connect. This is the way you have to take remote. But in SCCM itself, you can see assets and compliance. There you can see all the assets, all the system names. I mean to say, what are the systems you join into domain? All those systems will be appear in the SCM console. So right click on my system in the SCM server itself, my end user system, my client system, right click and end user system, click on remote control. You can take my system remote easily. See, provides tools to remotely administer client systems from the configuration manager console itself. Reporting, what is reporting here? So you installed software updates or software deployment. Software updates is different. Software deployment is different. Operating system update is different. Yeah, I will explain the prerequisites later. So yeah. So reporting in the sense, suppose you deployed software updates to 10,000 systems in your company. Out of 10,000 systems, after 1 week, if you want to take the report, your manager asked, you installed the patches last week, how many installed, how many failed? He want the report. So if you want to capture the report, the reporting structure is available in SCCM. To configure the reporting service in SCCM, the prerequisite is you need to configure first SQL reporting service. SQL reporting service. The first step, you need to configure the SQL reporting service. Then you need to configure the SCCM reporting service. So the SCCM reporting link will be integrated with SQL reporting. Then and there report will be generated. Software metering to manage the licenses. To manage the licenses of softwares like Visual Studio, MS Office. Software updates. Software updates you can push from SCCM server. Forget about SCCM server. Another technology is there, that is WSUS. Windows Server Update Services. This Windows Server Update Services WSUS you can configure from Server Manager. So what are software updates here? Software updates. So every month we are downloading updates in our mobiles. Hope you remember everybody. It will show two options: download, download later, install, or schedule install. So when you click on download, your mobile will connect your mobile operator. Then and there it will download the updates and you can install. Updates means it's for security. It's for enhancements. It's for performance improvements. The updates fix the bug issues also, bug fixes. The software updates are having more than 6 categories, like security updates, one category, updates, update rollups, service packs, update features, updates. Keeping mute, please.
Oh, we'll be coming.
Okay, so see software updates. Microsoft will release these updates monthly once, that is second week Tuesday. This is called Patch Tuesday. What is Patch Tuesday? Every month, second week only, Microsoft will release the patches, that is called Patch Tuesday. If Microsoft release the patch on Thursday or Friday, emergency, that is called 0-day patch. Patches are very important. You know about ransomware attack. Around 2 years back, it is attacked more than 80,000 companies. This year also ransomware attack, like Log4j for Linux systems. So the software updates we need to download every month. Suppose Microsoft released every month second Tuesday, you will download on the next day. These patches you will deploy in the testing environment, not in the production. You will deploy all these patches in the testing environment, where testing environment in the sense, what are the products you have in your company, Windows 10 or Windows 11 or Windows 7. Those systems you will have. On top of that, what are the applications you are using in your company, timesheet application, SQL Express application, or your SAP applications, ERP applications, tax-based softwares. You will install all those in the testing systems. Then you will deploy the Windows updates, restart the testing systems. You have to verify all the applications are working as expected. Like that, you will test the software updates 1 week. Second step, we'll go for CAB meeting. We'll take approvals. Then you will deploy the patches to the end user systems in the production environment over the network for all the systems in your company. If you want to push the patches phase-wise, desktops one time, laptops one time, servers one time, yes, you can do customization. Okay, this is about software updates. So there will be 3 kind of roles in SCCM. You will get the job. Suppose there are 10,000 systems in your company. You are selected for SCM administration to push the updates. You will download the updates. Before downloading, you have to read the security updates. I mean to say wiki information of the patch. What is the use of that patch? When it is going to release? What is the advantage? Whether it is security patch or update patch or service pack or update rollup. You will download, you will test it in the environment, testing environment. Third phase, you will deploy. Fourth phase, you will take the report. Out of 10,000, suppose 9,500 systems are installed, 500 systems are not installed. You will take the report complaints and non-complaints. So you will work on the non-compliance. This is routine. It won't be stopped. It's a cycling process. Every month we have to do patching for all the systems. This is one type of job. Another job is there, operating system deployment. Every per annum, Microsoft will release Windows 10 3 times. Last year they released 20H2. This year 21H2. Not only this one, SCM site server also they will release 3 times per annum. We have to upgrade the site server as well. Once you upgrade the site server, you have to upgrade the site console. Next up, you have to upgrade the clients as well in related to configuration manager client. So you will get one type of job that is OSD, image engineer, image deployment engineer. Second is patching job. Another job is there, like, software deployment. How to do software deployment? Big companies will have 2 teams. First team is application and packaging team. The application package team will use third-party tool. They will customize the package. They will customize the software with third-party tool, Admin Studio or Flexera. Once they create the package, who will create the package? Application and packaging team. I am working in application package team. I will customize the software. Second step, I will push that software. I will share that software, that means package, to the SCM team. SCM team will simply place into distribution point. They will deploy to end user systems. Like software update, different software deployment is different. Software deployment means .NET Framework, 7-zip, WinZip, Adobe Acrobat, MS Office, Visual Studio all together. Software updates means patches. So you can collect hardware inventory, right click on the end user system, Resource Explorer, you can collect the hardware inventory. You can collect the software inventory. Asset intelligence, it will collect the latest inventory data, monitor software licenses in your enterprise.
A timeless classic, Magnum, for pleasure seekers.
Yeah, still guys are joining. What is SCCM hierarchy, site hierarchy? So in SCCM, there are 3 type of different models here: CA server, cache server, central administration site. The same concept was there in Exchange server, that is central admin, that is client access server. Here it is called central administration site. The central administration site you can use for to manage the primary sites. Under primary sites, you can configure secondary site. So scenarios will be there. In which scenario you can configure primary site, in which scenario you can configure distribution point, in which scenario you can configure CA server, which scenario will configure distribution point. That is based upon the customization of your users, and it depends upon your network bandwidth. Okay, so this is site system hierarchy, SCCM site system hierarchy. As of now, from 2012, SCCM Microsoft released every year 3 times, 3 editions. Okay, so we'll get one type of job, that is image management, image deployment engineer. Second kind of profile, Windows patching, software updates. Third one is software deployment. Again, software deployment, there will be 2 departments. One is application package team, second one is SCCM team. Or fourth job, if you join as a administrator in a small company, you are responsible for all these tasks. And not only these features, you can deploy the Office 365 updates. Office 365 app, right? If you are having E3 license, you will download the Office 365, nothing but MS Office. So you can deploy Office 365 updates also to all the end user systems. Nowadays, every company migrated from on-premises Exchange to Office 365. So everybody having Office 365 client. So you have to update the Office 365 application, Outlook, Word document, Excel. So you can download the Office 365 updates into site server. From there, you can deploy these Office 365 updates to the end user systems. Another usage of SCCM is forget about this Office 365. Suppose you are having Exchange servers on premises. You are having Exchange server 2019 or 2016. Those Exchange servers, you can have to configure a connector in the site server. Based upon that connector, you can connect to your Exchange servers. You can manage your Exchange servers. Another biggest usage of SCCM is, the antivirus, Semantic antivirus, Kaspersky, ESET antivirus, Avast antivirus, Bitdefender, Microsoft Defender. Like that, there are more than 35 different antiviruses are there. If you see Microsoft having antivirus, endpoint protection antivirus, endpoint protection means Microsoft Security Essentials. Hope you know this. And another one is there, Windows Defender. If you install Windows 10, Defender will come automatically. Another one is kept antivirus. Kept means this is free antivirus. You can download this, deploy to all the end user systems. This antivirus will remove your existing antivirus like Symantec or McAfee. This is completely free. And every day Microsoft will release the definition updates. This is not called updates. This is not Windows patching. This antivirus also will have updates, nothing but definition updates. You will download, you will place into site server. From there, you can deploy to all the end user systems. You can manage the anti-malware policies for all the systems, end user systems, desktops, laptops, servers. This is very best antivirus. It's very smooth. Systems will not hang by this. And you can configure schedule scan, smart scan, full scan for all the systems, weekly basis or monthly basis schedule from the site server. You can manage all the end user systems, antivirus deployment, antivirus definition updates, antivirus scanning, antivirus malware policies also you can configure from site server. For this, you need to configure the endpoint protection point role. Okay. This is best feature. Nowadays, many companies are using this technology, this antivirus. Now, anyway, Microsoft released Windows 11 OS around 5 months back. Now, companies will start to deploy the Windows 11. Okay, so these are the advantages, features of the site server. With SCCM, what you can do, SCM features, we can do OSD operating system deployment like Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, Windows 11 to the end user systems over the network. You can do software updates, Windows patching. When Microsoft release these patches, every month, second Tuesday. Every month, second Tuesday, then next day or next day, like Thursday, or in the next week, you will download the patches. You will install these patches only in the testing environment. You will test these patches 1 week, then you will go for production. ST, software deployment. High level steps. What are another feature? You can manage Office 365 clients. That means all the systems you will have Office 365 software, you can upgrade those. Next one is antivirus. and you can configure Windows Defender policies. All these things you can do. Not only these are all main core areas. Another one is hardware inventory. You can collect. Software inventory you can collect. Even you can take remote control easily. See, no need to go to run, type as msdac. All things are not required. Just right click on the end user system. Then you can connect remotely. So this is currently running batch. Okay, what are the SCCM features, SCCM advantages? These things you can tell. So somebody asked what are the SCCM prerequisites? Yes, I will make a note here. What are SCCM prerequisites? To set up SCCM lab, first we need domain controller. That means AD server, Active Directory server. So first day in our lab, I will prepare the Active Directory VM. This is domain controller. This is site server. And this is our SCCM site server console. The version we have installed is 2103. This was released in this year 2021. 03 means third month March. Suppose the version it is showing 2106 that was released in 2021 year, and 06 means 6th month. Suppose the version number is 2111. 2021 released 11th month. This is 22, right? 2022 year. In this year also Microsoft released as 2203, 2206, 2211. Per annum Microsoft release 3 times. This technology is renamed as now Endpoint Configuration Manager. So in our lab, I will show domain controller installation primary and backup domain controller. We'll explain the FSM roles, flexible single master operation roles. Why we will explain why we need to read the Active Directory, because of SCCM sites for installation required is Active Directory first. In the SCCM site server, we need to run the discovery methods. The discovery methods you can find here. To configure these discovery methods, you should have domain controller, and we need to run the prerequisites first in the domain controller. The first step is we need to configure some prerequisites in the domain controller first. Once that is done, then you can go to site server, configure the roles from server manager like IaaS management, .NET framework, ASP.NET. Around 30 roles you need to configure in the site server. Then you need to install ADK tools, SQL Server.
Hi, Hari.
Yes.
Can I ask one doubt here?
Yes, sir.
This is Abdul Rahman. I just want to know whether this prerequisites will be changing for every versions of SCCM or will remain the same?
No, when I teach SCCM 2016, you can install in Windows 2012 box. Okay. Windows 2012 server. Now the site server version is 2103. SCCM 2103. This one required Windows 2016 or Windows 2019. This one you cannot install in Windows 2012 server. Not only this one, this is required SQL Server 2016. SQL 2012 not supported. Other than this, roles, .NET framework all are same. Clear?
Hi Hari, I have one question.
Yes, sir.
Can this be managed through endpoint console, like Intune console? Like we integrate this to the Intune console and we manage from there.
That is from cloud-based.
Okay, so this is a different, and that is from cloud-based, right? Yeah.
A cloud-based, but many companies are having still this one. There are more than 1 lakh organizations are using this technology.
Okay. So that is a different concept. Like your infrastructure has to be in cloud to manage through console, Intune console.
Correct, but that is also possible in the sense that from that Intune also you can manage the systems.
Okay.
Keep in mute. Yeah. So somebody asked the prerequisites, right? So in Active Directory, we need to create a container. On the container, we need to give the full rights to the SCM site server account. Account means computer account, computer name. We need to grant the full rights to the SCCM site server host name on the AD container. Then only SCM site server can have the full access on the Active Directory part. Why we need to create container? Because of we need to run the discovery methods. Once you run the discovery methods, here in this tab SSN compliance, you can see the devices. Devices means what are the systems you joined into domain. All those systems fetch from Active Directory to SCM console here. Generally, what are the systems you join into domain? Where you can see in Active Directory, command is dsa.msc here under computers tab, computers OU here. Yeah, anybody having any questions? Yeah, the prerequisites. Prerequisites we can run Active Directory 1.5 hour first day. Second day we need to install ADK tools, then SQL Server. The SQL Server installation will take 1 hour. This is around half an hour. Then we need to go to Server Manager in the site server itself. Configure around 25 roles and features. Just a moment, I will show you what are these. Prerequisite setup. Yeah, we need to go to Server Manager in the site server, SCM server. We have to give the tick mark for all these. See here. This is installation document. Follow this document, follow the yellow marks and do in your lab. Once you configure all these roles and features in the site server SCM box, then second step you need to install ADK tools. Third step SQL Server. Because of Microsoft Endpoint Configuration Manager background database is SQL Server. In our lab, we will install SQL Server 2019. So once all done, the SCM console will open. This is the console. And you can upgrade your site server. What is the version we have installed? Version number 2103. We want to upgrade, go to administration here, updates and servicing, here latest editions, latest versions. You can upgrade this. Yeah, yes, sir. Sorry. Go ahead. Any questions? Free version of SQL, yes. SQL 2019 will work up to 180 days. Daniel, right? Somebody pinged. Yes, SQL 2019 edition. I also installed SQL 2019 edition. evaluation edition only. It will work up to 180 days. And Windows also we have installed 2016 in my lab. See here, this is also evaluation edition. I will install. This will work up what to 180 days. Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Like AD, we have migrated from on-premises to cloud. So is there any option like SCCM migration from on-premises to cloud?
Yeah, you can configure. You can move this VM to there from on-premises to Azure.
So we can link it, right?
Yeah, you can. Yes, you can migrate. We can migrate SQL servers, application servers by using Azure migrate tool to the Azure, cloud Azure. So not only this one, you can migrate the file servers also. Nowadays, many companies are migrating every environment that sends application servers, SQL servers.
Okay, thank you.
So every company migrating Exchange mailboxes on-premises to Office 365. Correct. Yeah, any questions, sir? And I will share all these documents once course is done to the students. So every step is there in this document. Every step in the sense how to install, how to configure, what are the prerequisites, day one document, day two document, even Active Directory, how to install the Active Directory, what are the prerequisites to install the Active Directory. Can we take backup server images? What does it mean? Backup server images means, Arun, you were asking backup, like by using semantic backup tool or some other product, Acronis backup. Yeah, we can take backup. We can take backup of site server also. We can configure this. Or if you have a third-party tool like VM backup and replication, semantic backup tool, yes, you can take the backup of your site server. And from here, if you want to take backup of all users, no, it is not possible. That is another technology. That name is SCDPM, System Center Data Protection Manager. If you want to configure backup for the site server, yes, you can configure. Here you can enable backup site server. In Linux also you can take backup from SCDPM. Technology name is SCDPM. That is different technology. System Center Data Protection Manager. SCOM technology is different. System Center Operations Manager, where you can deploy SCOM agent in Linux servers, application servers, SQL servers, domain controllers. So to monitor the servers. Okay, I will share all these documents. How to install prerequisites, AD prerequisites, SCM prerequisites are there here. How to install ADK, how to install SQL Server. This is WSUS, how to configure WSUS. This is site server installation. How to install site server, SCCM site server, primary site server. Hello marks are there in the document. This is primary site server installation. See how it is installing. Follow the yellow marks. Okay, this is site server installation. After, suppose if you want to do patching for all the systems, this is the document. The background flow between client systems and site servers. What is patching? What is security patch? Why we need to do patching first of all? The patching background workflow between the end user systems and site server. This is the diagram. This is the flow. Yeah, license cost. If you're having volume license portal based upon your customization, you will have this license, SCM license. For SCM server, the SQL license is free. This is the background workflow. How to configure roles. What is the role required for software updates? We need to configure software update point role. Before configuring software update point role, we need to configure WSUS. The sub role and WSUS both will integrate. Yes, manager console is free. Suppose the site server you have installed in Australia, you are in India. Yes, in India, you can install the console. In your laptop or in your remote server or jump box, you can install this console. From this console, you can access your site server. This is Windows patching. Windows patching, there will be around 20 log files to troubleshoot. This is the document I will share. All these. And I will give you live recording session in the class. The class will be recorded in your system, C drive, my documents folder. Downstream management servers based upon your head count of the users sites, you can configure downstream WSS server. If you're having a company only in one location, you can configure only primary site. Primary site can support up to 1 lakh devices in 2016 edition. If you install 2021 edition, it will support for 1.5 lakh devices. If there are 4 lakh devices, then you can consider cache server. It depends. If you're having primary sites in 5 locations, if you want to manage all primary sites from cache, you can install cache. If you have cache, you can configure WSS as upstream. In the primary sites, you can configure WSS. The WSS will work as downstream servers. The downstream WSS will connect to the upstream WSS and it will sync the patches. The upstream WSS will connect to Microsoft Play Store, Microsoft Store, and it will sync, download the patches. And I will share all these SCM setup files. I will share SQL Server 2019. This is only metadata. This is the version I will share. We will install in our lab only SCM 2002 version. Then and there will upgrade to 2103 edition. ADK tools. Windows Server 2016. You can download also. Altogether, I will share more than 12 GB data, including these files and documents. We will do from scratch. We will learn first day Active Directory primary domain controller, then backup domain controller, then FSMO roles migration. First phase is done. So what we will learn in our lab, I will write here. PDC, primary domain controller, BDC, FSMO roles, transfer. Okay. First phase. Then we will remove this lab. Second phase, what we will do? Again, we will configure PDC, then WDS. From WDS, you can deploy the operating system to the end user systems over the network. We will learn in the WDS capture OS also. Capturing means we will take new system. In the new system, we will install OS Windows 10 physically, manually, offline. Okay. Then in there we will install the drivers, softwares like MS Office, 7-zip, WinZip. All this content, this package we can take as a capture image and we will store into WDS. That image we will deploy to end user systems over the network. Third phase, what we will learn? SCCM. We can learn like patching, SCM site roles and features. We will configure. Discovery methods we will learn. Differences between cache server, primary site server, secondary site servers. OSD, SD, software deployment. Remote, how to take remote. Other stuff we will learn. Any questions? Hello?
No, please continue.
Yeah, that's it from my end about this demo. And I'm a 15 years experience candidate. I'm having the experience in the Active Directory, SCCM, Office 365 migrations, Exchange to Exchange migrations like Exchange 2010 to 2013, 2013 to 2019, 2019 to Office 365 migrations, tenant to tenant migrations, AD migrations, SCCM implementation, semantic messaging gateway,